Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, don't forget to click that subscribe button so you never miss a video from me. Today's video is going to be the first video that you see in 2026, but it is currently December 10th, and I'm going to go through all the books on my physical TBR. I love it if you would play along with me and, recommend the books that you've read, or, recommend some books that maybe are on your TBR too, or even just better yet, trash my TBR, tell me how bad these books are. That way I won't want to read them. Going into 2025, my goal was that I have 50 or less books going into 2026. So I had the whole year to get my physical TBR down below or at 50 books. I went into the year with 103 books. So if I got it below 50, that would be awesome. I believe I still have 3 weeks left, so some of this might change, and editing Alita is going to have a heck of a time with that. But I believe to date, I have 64 books on my physical TBR. So not quite made my goal, but again, I still have 3 weeks. I could read 14 books in 3 weeks. Possibly, but there's also like Christmas and things. I don't know. I'm not making any promises. And we will both find out together how many books I actually have on my TBR. But for the first time in my entire life, I actually have more books on my shelves that I have read rather than the books that are unread. I still have quite a few unread books, but let's just get right into it. Cleat Cute by Meryl Wilsner. Fight or Flight by Samantha Young. Bad Bachelor by Stephanie London. Best Served Hot by Amanda Elliott. Bear With Me by Katie Shepard. The Accidental Pinup by Danielle Jackson. Lucy Yee Is Not a Romantic by Lauren Ho. First Down. Stealing Home. Breakaway and Wicked Serve by Grace Kelly. This is actually a series. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. The Spells Disaster by Tori Ann Martin. The Heartbreak Hotel by Ellen O'Clover. The Intern by Michelle Campbell. The Connollys of Connie Down by Tracy Lang. And Past Perfect Life by Elizabeth Elridge. I'm not going to count this on my TBR because it's a book of prompts and like writing things, but I do want to make an effort to do this every single day. So it says, do one thing every morning to make your day. It's a journal. And I think that it has a prompt for every day of the year. So I'm going to try and make an effort to do this. The ones that will count towards my books are The Hilled Empath by Christian Schwartz and Finding Your Authentic Self by Suzanne Reynolds. Then we have Breathe Mama Breathe, Practicing Mindfulness. Wasted, a memoir by Maria Hornbacher. Boys in the Valley by Philip Franceschi. Hex by Thomas Oldhavet. the first 3 books in the Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice, Interview with the Vampire Lisette, and The Queen of the Damned. Ghost Radio by Leopoldo Goltz. The House That Horror Built by Christina Henry. Dolores Claiborne by Stephen King. A Judgment in Stone by Ruth Rundell. Warm Bodies by Isaac Morano. One of Us Knows by Alyssa Cole. In the Valley of the Sun by Andy Davidson. I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell. Julie Chan is Dead by Leanne Zhang. How Will I Know You by Jessica Treadway. You Let Me In by Camilla Bruce. If Something Happens to Me by Alex Finley. Just Like Mother by Anne Heltzel. Room to Breathe by Liz Talley. The Last Goodbye by Fiona Lucas. The Opposite of Fate by Allison McGee. Dollhouse by Fiona Davis. An Academic Affair by Jodi McAllister. The Forest of Missing Girls by Nichelle Gerdelitz. Compassion in the Court by Frank Caprio. Addicted to Anxiety by Owen O'Kane. A 40-Year Kiss by Nicholas Butler. Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Senner. Keep Her Safe by K.A. Tucker. Where He Can't Find You by Darcy Coates. If You Hate Me by Helena Hunting. How I'll Kill You by Rin DeStefanino. Distant Shores by Kristen Hanna. The Sizzle Paradox by Lily Menon. Love Naturally by Sophie Sullivan. Booked on a Feeling by J.C. Lee. Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zing by Kylie Lee Baker. And my last book on my physical TBR is For Twice in My Life by Annette Christie. Now, if I were to stop reading today and just say, oh, reading year's over, I'm not going to read a single book between now and the new year, which is still 3 weeks away, then I believe I would have 64 books on my physical TBR. But Editing Alita has already put the actual number and hopefully cut out all of the books that I've read between now and the end of the year. So you will only see those. You won't see all of this footage. But it feels so weird because this video that I'm filming right now has historically every other year taken me hours to film and hours to edit. We only have 21 minutes of footage, and I really think that I could get that down to like 10 minutes or under. I think that would be interesting because my TBR is so relatively small compared to every other year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you played along in the comments and told me which books I should prioritize and which ones I shouldn't. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Bye!